Awareness training video number 1. Target behavior definition for filled pause behavior. Filled pause behavior is defined as any instance of the speaker uttering a vocal sound, nonsense syllable during speech. Examples of the occurrence are ah, or the word so. And non-examples of non-occurrences are any words that are used appropriately within the context of the speech that is not the word so. For example, the word day, time, book, night, vacation, etc. Watch a 3 to 4 minute video and identify the occurrences of the target behavior. Use a pen and paper and write a tally of the amount of times you observe Phil Pause's behavior and write a total at the end.
Alright, if I were to start a business, it would be a food truck. A food truck, I would be able to serve the community. I could serve low economic areas. I could work up to serving different places. I could also work up to serving them pro bono, such as homeless places, homeless people, hospitals. Food just brings people together. I could see it happening in front of me, which would bring me joy as well. Food and food trucks allows for creativity, but I could also be known for changing my menu often. That would continue bringing people back. It would also leave a legacy for my family. It would also break up the monotony for people's days by parking in the city. They can go to get food during their lunch breaks, or I could see people going to food trucks, see friends together, couples on dates, kind of just enjoying the atmosphere. But also with parking in the cities, I could envision like a lawyer coming down and um, enjoying lunch and being able to leave the office and just having fresh air and fresh food and just kind of maybe create relationships in that way and friendships outside of the office and also be a place of consistency for them so they continue coming back and the only thing that changes is the food. This will also expand people's food choices and maybe even make things that are new to me. This could also be a way to offer employment for those that may have a harder time. For example, those with special needs or those with a record. I could also branch off from this one truck to many trucks. I could have a truck that specialized in all special needs employees running that truck, or a truck that specialized in the truck of, every single employee that has their own specialty, their own type of food truck, as well as their own story. And this could really just help us spread a message of unity and whatever the message is on that truck. The investment would just be so versatile. This would also allow my boyfriend the chance to fulfill his dream of going to culinary school, which would allow me the opportunity to work from home or be a stay-at-home mom when the time comes. But this could also be an all-family business. We could have the babies with us, but we could also have them help us when they get older. I also picture serving for free in hospitals and hearing all kinds of stories and being able to spread joy and make people smile. And same with feeding the homeless, and as I mentioned, maybe even being able to offer them an opportunity that they would not have had before for employment. The food truck will be called a serving of peace, and it will be PEICE, so like a piece of whatever is being served, but also play on words for PACE. Since I find so much joy in sharing food with others and seeing their joy from experiencing it, so it brings me peace and brings me joy, and if I can share that through food, and if I can share that through the community that we create, that would be amazing. I could even franchise this all over the state and make it a few states if I wanted to, as long as I never lost the homey, people-centered vision and feel of it. And I would never take it to a restaurant, so I would only be in the truck and on the road always. But maybe I could see myself one day having one truck fully parked somewhere permanently and build a structure around it with shades, seats to hang out around, an area, cornhole games, possibly have live music. All of this would allow me to fulfill the dream of starting a business of a food truck. I think just being able to bring that community together and seeing what I've worked so hard on to grow, bring others, even if it's just food, even if it just ends up being donuts or churros or just coffee, whatever that might look like, just being able to be there for that person and be part of that experience that they are having in that moment, or they're seeking that day, or wherever we're parked, it would just be a whole new experience, even for us as those on the truck.
Practice identifying the target behavior while giving a speech. Pick 2 papers from a bowl and choose one. Put the other that was not chosen back in the bowl. Discard the one you chose after the session is over. Using the notebook and pen, write an outline for your speech. Before you start writing the outline, set a timer for 10 minutes. You can use the outline for your speech. Once the timer rings, press stop. While giving your speech, every time you engage in a filled pause, raise your right hand, and every time you feel you're about to engage in a filled pause, raise your left hand. The signs are taped on the wall in front of me. When you are ready, set your timer to 4 minutes and begin your speech. My question was, if I could go anywhere, where would I go and why? If I could go anywhere in the world, I would go to Ireland. I have wanted to go to Ireland since I was little. I want to go to Ireland because of one simple reason. The reason is that there is green grass on mountains by water. I've lived in Arizona my entire life, so all I have seen is mountains and desert and lots of cacti. 50 shades of brown and mountains. I have experienced vibrant green grass one time and a trip to Kansas, but water is non existent where I live. And I have seen green grass and mountains and water, but to see green grass on mountains next to water would be a crazy experience. I also want to go to Ireland because it just seems like a culture and way of life that is so vastly different from the one I have already seen and that I live in. The accent alone is amazing. The food would be such a shock to me. I think I know I would like the beer already, since I already like beer, dark beer. It would be so cool to see the architecture all around. Um, I know that it is so vastly different from anything I have seen here, how the buildings are shaped, the vibrant ways that things are painted. And I've also seen pictures of the hexagon rocks at some of the beach in Ireland, and I think that would just be an amazing thing to see. I've definitely never seen nature shaped as um, hexagons. I have seen movies based out of Ireland, but being able to experience myself would be even cooler and the core memories that I would make. And I wouldn't want to do a bus tour. I would want to do something on my own, like a tour of my own, and kind of just experience life as if I lived there. I have heard that actually moving to Ireland is not as easy to do, but maybe if I stay and buy a one-way ticket, then I can stay later until they find out that I've lived there. But I've also heard that that's probably a bad idea. So maybe I'll just buy a two-way ticket and stay for a little while, a longer visit. I think that would be best. If Ireland is for sure the dream place, then I would make sure that I do it the right way and just get to experience things the way I want to experience it, experience the food and the culture and being able to see everything. And I might even be able to go visit other places while I'm in Ireland, but I'd probably want to keep it there. But I do know that it is simply gorgeous, and that would make the flight time and the time difference worth it. And I would make sure that I would bring someone that I would have a great time with to be able to experience that with them and make those core memories with them. And I could see if Ireland is what I've always dreamt it to be and is how Pinterest comes across. I would be able to try new foods, try new experiences, and just immerse myself into a culture and a place that I've never thought about actually experiencing and being able to be there. And as I mentioned before, it's just so gorgeous. And I've always said, I really want to see the grass on mountains next to water. I just think that would be absolutely breathtaking and could possibly be a destination honeymoon phase. But that is definitely where I would want to go and why I would want to go there.